Hello, we are Suburban Outfitters. My name is Brandon Mortensen. Also on the line, we have Jesse Spencer, Andy Ward, and Austin Murray. And today we're going to be demoing our shopping app for Suburban Outfitters. And Austin's going to get us started and showing us how to sign in and start using the app. Austin, take it away.
Great, thanks, Brandon. So here as a new user, I would just type in my name, email, just create a password, and then sign up. And then here I'm directed to this product page. Here in the top corner, I can see my information and that my role is a user. So here the user can browse through all the different products. They can also go by category, as well as use this search box. So if I wanted to search top, and I clicked this classic varsity top, it would direct me to a detail page for this specific product. And here I can see that there's 9 left in stock. And then if I wanted to share this, for example, on social media, I'd just click here, and then it would direct me to the Facebook page where the user would log in. So if I wanted to buy this item, I would just click here and add to cart. And I will kick it back over to Brandon to talk about the shopping cart.
All right, thanks, Austin. So you can see that when the add to cart button was clicked, the shopping cart icon in the top right corner updated to reflect that there is now 1 item in the cart. I'm going to go ahead and add a couple more items to the cart, and we'll go back to the search and let's get a little bit of a variety in here. We'll add this one, and I'm adding multiples of each just so that we can show how everything will be aggregated together. All right, we've got 7 items in our cart. Let's jump in. And you can see here that everything was put together. So we actually end up with 5 classic varsity tops. That's too many, so I'm going to go ahead and take out a couple of those. All right, now we're down to 3 there, okay. And then I could continue the checkout process. And then all of this information is pulled in from the customer profile. And so all the name, address, all looks good. I can just continue on. And the credit card information all looks good, except for I just got a new card. Now it expires in 26. All right, let's move to the next one. And here's my summary page. Shows my total, 334.10. All right, everything looks good. I'll go ahead and complete this order. And it will redirect me to the customer dashboard. And Andrew's going to take over and talk about customer dashboard.
Yeah, so here we are at the customer dashboard. You can see all of the customers' information. In the top left corner, you can see it has the name, their address, and the email address, as well as the ability to change those. So if we click this, you can see that whatever address we put in this field, which pops up, will automatically be applied onto this screen. So we can do 1 through 4. Save that, and it's applied right there for us. And likewise with the email address, Batman Gotham, and it changes right there as well. We can also have the ability to change our password here. It'll have you confirm it right there. And then similarly with the credit card on file, you can change it and it will apply here. Change it and it's right there. Perfect. Another cool thing is that this dashboard shows all of our orders we've made on this account. So, and it lets us pull the information from those. So if we click view order here, we can see all the items we've ordered. So we got 1 too many ocean blue shirts. We're able to return it. And then if we go back to the home screen here, and we're even able to delete our account by clicking this, and it pops up with a warning message, which we're sure we're okay doing. And then it logs us up to this unauthorized screen because we don't have an account. And then we'll go back here to sign in 1 more time.
Thanks, Andrew. Let me just get started and show some of the system management and admin features. If I sign in here as an admin, I can come and look at now my role as an admin, and I can now access the admin page. I can manage my customers, and so I can either edit the information here, or I can delete. So here's the one I just edited. Then I can go ahead and delete him. And if I come to my products, then I can say, okay, here's my ocean blue shirt listed for $25.99. I can come in and update the quantity to 10. And let's say that we also want to update the price to $10. I'll update the quantity and update the price to 10. And then we can then see the prices updated there, and the quantity is reflected as 10 in stock rather than the 25. Going further along, you can see the suppliers for each product. I can come in and update this. Let's say that they've called us and told us that Leslie is now their contact. So we'll add her information in there. We can also see that any of the products that are from that supplier and the quantity that they've provided to us are reflected here on that page as well. I can come down and check out one other one and see here again. Now we have a yellow wool jumper. There's 7 of them in stock. That said, if I let's say that I wanted to sign out and verify that the security on the page will then prevent somebody not signed in from accessing this page, and I try to load that page, having already signed out, I'm redirected to the unauthenticated page, and from there I can sign back in. The end.
All right, well, thank you everyone for participating in the demo. Just wanted to run through a little bit more information about the site. Okay, now we'd like to walk through our code and kind of show our organization. So we have 2 parts to our application. We have the client side and the server side. And for the client side, we use the technology or a platform called Angular. So in here, we have the admin dashboard, customer dashboard, all these things, sign in, sign up. Every component in our application has 4 parts to it. Has the HTML, the style, the SCSS, and also the spec TS, which is for unit testing, and then the actual component, which is written in TypeScript. And I'm going to hand it over to Jesse to talk about the server-side code.
Thanks, Brandon. For the server side, we used a framework called Laravel, and I can just throw a couple of the things that we have there. Within our database, we set up migrations for all of the different tables that are there. So for example, here's our user table. We then seeded the database with some random data, some useful data. Our application has a few different parts to it. The routes are registered here within this API.php. So all REST routes for any of our entities are created there, as well as authenticated routes. We also have the models and controllers. Here's a user model. And then the controller for that would be within here. You have the user controller and each of the methods that are associated with that. In addition to the Laravel and Angular frameworks, we also use Docker. And here's our Docker compose file. We're able to spin up our application and deploy it as needed.
And then the use cases that we covered today, being able to provide a login, a user profile, entry point for the products page, being able to review order statuses of the customer, being able to return items from an order, and then for the admin to be able to track supplies or track inventory, being able to change the address, email, sign up, customer profile order to retain account information, help management reduce costs by having that admin dashboard, and then a shopping cart that holds information as you use the site, social media buttons for improved marketing, and then being able to update the password. Some of the technology we use Angular 9 for our client-side code, Laravel 7 for our API service, and Docker to kind of keep our environment all consistent. We talked about the security using Angular auth guards to protect different routes based on users' permissions. Session management, we're actually storing a cookie and passing the token with all of the API requests so that our API endpoints are also protected to be only used by authenticated users. And then we have our role management with an admin and customer roles returned from the database. And thank you guys for your time. And if you have any questions, please reach out and let us know.